Time, man. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
It's a difficult one. Without your suffering, you would not be half the person you are today. Now think about that for a second. Go on, have a think about it. When things are going well, going good, do you look to change anything? Do you look to mix things up? Do you look to do anything differently? Hell no. And why would you? When life is good, you get comfortable, you get happy. But when the shit hits the fan, you've got no choice but to change things up, change things around, and try different things. And that's how you grow. It's only through those bad and difficult times that you actually find the grit to actually push forward and achieve things you didn't even know you could do. Think about it. It's been years. Give me a like.
I definitely agree with that. I feel like, every situation where I became something that I didn't know that I could do, or I did something I didn't know I could do, or became something I didn't know that I could be, has been on the backhand of pain or a, grievance situation. And this is why I'm somebody who is always thankful for the good and the bad, because I feel like most of the times when I am in a painful situation or I am facing a hardship in life, I always find a way to create something out of that. No matter what it is, even if it's building a snowman, maybe at the end of the situation, I got a snowman built. Now I'm happy with that. So I embrace pain in my life. And I feel like as a man, you should too. Everybody embraces pain differently and everybody goes through things differently. But I'm somebody who, I like to embrace pain anytime I'm going through a tough situation, because it's the only time you really get a real feeling. You can fake everything else. You can't fake pain. Let's get into it. I don't know if y'all heard about this situation. This is like some famous pastor. He cheated on his wife, and his wife was found dead. She killed herself in a park like an hour away. And something just about his grieving doesn't sit right with me. I know everybody grieves differently, but it's a lot of things about this case. I don't know if you know. Just type in Justice for Michael on TikTok if you don't know a lot about the case. Something about this don't sit right with me. Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know if it don't sit right with you, how he's clapping. And it seems like a fake cry to me. Watch who you marry, watch who you choose as your partner, because some people really don't have emotions on the back end. You get what I'm saying? They weren't taught how to love in childhood. They weren't taught how to embrace love in childhood. Their parents didn't really show them love. So they use people, they're modern day narcissists. They use people as just supply, and what can they get out of them at the time? They don't really love anybody. And these are people you need to keep far away from you. I'm going to restart this just so I want y'all to really see how his wife died. This service was like 3 days after her death. You're carrying out a full service after your wife died. Look at this, man. Nigga happy, bro.
Imagine being married to that. It was like that in our house all the time. Y'all stay on your feet and Pastor Randall's going to close up.
Imagine being married to that. Be careful who you choose as a partner out here. This is why I tell you, man, 6 months is definitely not enough to marry a woman. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to stand and die on that hill. 6 months is not long enough to know if you want to marry somebody, because you need to know this person in every single season. Every season, maybe a year possibly could be enough if you want to classify knowing them in every season. But every season, you might not know how somebody's going to act in a certain situation because you didn't see them in that season. You don't know how if you see somebody in their winning season, you don't know how they're going to act in their losing season. You don't know if they're going to use you as a punching bag in their losing season. You don't know if they're going to use you as a punching bag in their winning season. You don't know how they're going to act if their mom or grandpa or anybody pass away. You don't know how they're going to act when they cheating. You gonna just marry him, and you can't marry somebody in 6 months because that's typically gonna be the happy phase. You can't base your life off a happy phase, and I'm just happy right now, because that can ruin your life. Look at this. That's what we doing. Imagine being married to that. Who even speaks like that about somebody who just died? Even if he does have a new girlfriend and he was cheating on her, bro, you have to have a certain level of empathy, and a lot of people in the world don't have that because they didn't have the love. They didn't have love from their parents, and you cannot blame them. You just have to stay away from them. At the end of the day, you cannot blame them because they didn't choose to not have a loving parent. They didn't choose to have a parent who couldn't show them empathy. You just have to stay away from those people because those people are going to be doing this exact same thing. They're going to drive you to do something to yourself, because she made a video 3 days before, and she was like, if something happened to me, it was him. And he held a service right after. Imagine being married to that. You have to watch out for things like this. I promise you, there's a lot of people in this world are not good people, and obviously he is not one of them. Or he is one of them. He's just not a good person. And he's a pastor. He's a pastor, bro. Let's continue.
Prayer. We'll play a song as we.
And yeah, just to cap this video off, man, this is why I'm so also big on, and it's common in the world, a lot of women like to, when they become faithful after whatever type of encounter they've been through, they like to ask, man, do you go to church every Sunday? Are you in church? And this is why I always tell men, man, your faith is just what's within you, because a lot of these people in the church are even evil. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an investigator. Just off of the information I've seen on TikTok, the way that he's acting, the stories and the video proof, that the videos that she posted of him in the house, how he talked to her, how he encountered with her, he doesn't seem like he was a genuine person. And especially after somebody passes away that was your wife for years, imagine being married to that. It's something crazy to see. So I leave you with this. Always know who you getting involved with, and whatever ways that you try to test a woman or a man that you're dealing with, for the ladies, for if they have empathy and compassion for situations that they put you through, if they have compassion or empathy for situations that they put themselves in, whatever, this is something that you really need to understand, because you don't want to be married for years and then something happens to you, and then your family is the one who has to realize that your partner never really had empathy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the end of this video. Make sure I like, share, comment, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know my next video is going to drop on the channel. And we're going to be going, man.